Yes, students, today in this class we are going to discuss about some basic algebraic identities. Okay, as you know that all that is see students, I hope you are seeing board. Okay, yes. First one is a plus b whole square. Nana. Can you see board, students? Yes. First one is a plus b whole square. Yes. What is this a plus b whole square formula? As you know, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Clear? Yes. And this one we will use many times in physics again. You need to remember this. One more thing, a minus b whole square. This is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, na? Clear? Sorry, a square plus b square minus 2ab. You can write this a square minus 2ab plus b square also. Okay, na? And one more important one is third one, a plus b into a minus b. Yes, this is also. This is a square minus b square. It's important, na? These three, you must remember these three equations. Algebraic identities. You need to remember these three. And however, you will get some more identities also, but very frequently we will use only these three. Okay, na? Okay. And next, one more is there, but we will not use that equation many times. That is a plus b whole cube. Yes. What is a plus b whole cube, Lana? It is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. You remember this one. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Remember this one. And one more, a minus b whole cube. Fifth one, a minus b whole cube is equal to a cube, okay, minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Okay, clear? Yes. And one more, sixth one, you must remember this, that is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4 times of ab. As you subtract these two, you will get 2ab minus of minus 2ab. You will get 4ab. Okay, you must remember these equations. Clear, students? Yes. This 1, 2, 3 many times you will use. You need to remember these three equations. Okay. Yes. Next, let us move on to quadratic equation. Yes. Any equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here a should not be equal to 0. A is constant term, Nana, and this value should not be equal to 0. This equation represents, it is a second order equation, quadratic equation. Okay. See, this is x is a variable here. X is what, Anna? Variable. What is a variable? Variable, nothing but it is one value. It can take any value. A, B, and C are constant values. So if this equation is said to be a quadratic equation, A value should not be 0. A, B, C values should be constant. In that, A should not be 0. B and C can be 0. Okay, na? Clear? Yes. So, and X is a variable here. Now this equation, this quadratic equation, it will have always, it has two roots. Nana. It has two roots. Okay. For example, let us take one equation. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. It is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. Now it will have two roots. What are the roots of this equation? Yes. Can you give me answer? Yes. We can write this 6 as 2 into 3. Yes, 2 3 is 6. If you add 2 and 3, you'll get 5. Means you can write this equation as x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Clear? Yes. 2 comma minus 3. Once you will see. Yes, you will get x. If you take common from these two, you will get x plus 2 plus 3 common from these two. From these two, you take 3 common. You will get x plus 2 again. Right? Should be equal to 0. That means again x plus 2 take common. X plus 2 if you take common, you will have x here plus 3 here. This should be equal to 0. Yes. That means either x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means x should be minus 3 or x should be minus 2. Yes, minus 2 and minus 3 are the roots of this given equation. Okay? Minus 2 comma minus 3. Yes, good. Okay, Nana? Yes. Or this is a general method. One more, to find the roots of equation. See, for example, if you are unable to write this product, a summation of two things like this, then you will have one formula, Rana, for finding the roots of a quadratic equation. The formula is, as you know, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Clear? Yes, this is the formula. You must remember this formula. However, everyone knows this. Here, b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant. Okay? If, see students, if b square minus 4ac value is greater than 0, means if this under root value b square minus 4ac value is more than 0, means positive value, then you will get real roots, perfect roots you will get. And if, means you will get real roots. And if b square minus 4ac value is less than 0, this is C. Means if you get a b square minus 4ac value is a negative value, then you will get imaginary roots. Roots you will get. Okay. However, most of the times you will get positive roots only, that is real roots only you will get. Okay. This you will discuss in mathematics. Okay. Now what are the two roots of this? Yes. See here. Here see Nana. First root. If I say it is alpha, that can be written as minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And second root, if I say beta, then that can be written as minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here, this plus and minus only the difference. These are the two roots of this quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is the coefficient of x square term, b is the coefficient of x term, and c is a constant value. Clear? Okay. Now in this, if you add two roots a plus b, what you will get? Add these two. See, I am adding minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus add second root minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If we add these two, see, plus into minus is minus only, and here also minus. So this 2a is common for both. So you can write minus 2a down. Okay. Minus under root of b square minus 4ac plus under root of b square minus 4ac cancel. You will get minus b minus 2b by 2a. 2 cancel, you will get minus b by a. Remember this point. Means if ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 in this format, any equation we are having, then this quadratic equation will have two roots. And if you add two roots, always you will get minus b by a. Always you will get minus b by a value. B is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square term. Okay. Sum of the two roots is always minus b by a. As you know, these all things in mathematics. Okay, students? Yes. Next, if you take the product of these two roots, means if you multiply these two roots, alpha into beta, if you multiply these two roots, what you will get? Let us check. You will get minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a into minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay. Now, see, you consider this equation. See, denominator is 2a into 2a because we are multiplying. What you will get is 4a square because we are multiplying it. Okay, students? Yes. Now, in numerator, you see, you consider total minus b as 1a and under root of b square minus 4ac as something b. Now it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Formula what? A square minus b square means minus b whole square minus root of b square minus 4ac whole square. You will get this. Getting a square minus b square I have written. Now what you will get is minus b whole square will become plus b. Here minus is there. Minus under root of b square minus 4ac is there. So this root cancel. You will get b square minus 4ac. It is in bracket. Divided by 4a square. Clear? Yes, it is 4a square. Now it will become b square. Sorry, this is b square. Minus b square minus of minus plus 4ac divided by 4a square plus b square minus b square cancel. 4 cancel. Here a, here 1a cancel. What you get? Final result. You got c by a. Clear? Means if you take the product of the two roots of that equation, always you will get c by a. Means constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Just remember this. Okay. However, this means here alpha plus beta. No, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is c by a. Clear? These all points. Just remember these all points. Okay, students. Now let us take one example and how to solve this. Students, for suppose if I'll give you equation 3x square, yes, 3x square minus 10x plus 7 is equal to 0. Find the roots. Find the roots. of this equation. Yes, students, yes, 10, this is 7 unit rate in the form of 10. How to write? So it is difficult. So just compare this equation with your quadratic equation, known equation, ax square plus bx plus c. So on comparison, you will get a value as 3 and b value as -10 and c value as +7, and comparison with our known equation. Now, any equation which is in this format has two roots, and that roots are given as minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Clear? Yes. So x is equal to minus b minus of b value is -10. Okay? Yes. Here on comparison, everything plus and minus, everything you should compare. So plus b is equal to -10 here. But in formula minus b is there. So minus of b value -10 plus or minus under root of b square, b value -10 whole square minus 4, a value 3 into c value 7 divided by 2 times of a value is 3. So what you will get is x roots as minus of minus is plus, means 10 plus or minus under root of -10 whole square. -10 whole square you will get as 100, correct? 10 into 10, 2 times. Minus of minus, you will get plus. Minus square, you will get plus. Okay? Means what you need to do? -10 into -10 you need to do. Minus of minus, you will get plus, and 10 into 10 is 100. Here minus sign is there, so minus. Here see, 4 3s are 12, 12 7s are how much? Or 7 3s are 21, 23 4s are how much? Yes, 84. So 84 divided by 2 3s are 6. Okay, yes. So you will get x, means roots are 10 plus or minus under root of 100 minus 84. How much, Nana? From 100, if you subtract 84, you will get 16. Correct? Yes, good. Divided by 6. So x is equal to 10 plus or minus root 16 value. Root 16 value is 4. Correct? Yes. Divided by 6. Means the two roots are, first roots I am taking alpha, that is 10 plus 4 by 6, and another root beta I am taking, that is 10 minus 4 by 6. Okay? Yes. So alpha can be written as 10 plus 6. 10 plus 4. How much, Dana? 14 divided by 6. And beta value 10 minus 4 is 6 divided by 6. Okay. So alpha will become, yes, with 2 you divide, 2 3s are 6 and 2 7s are 14. Correct? Yes. It is 7 by 3 is one root and another root is 1. Yes. These are the roots of this equation. Good, Nayana. Given. Good, Nana. And who is Swati is giving answers? Shivam. Yes, Purti. Good, Nana. Priyanka, Danamma. Good. Okay. Yes. Did you got idea on this? Yes, already you have idea. So whenever you will get equations like this in physics, how to find the roots? Two methods you are having. With the first method, if you are feeling it is difficult, you can go with this method. Okay, students? yes, solve this type of questions. Okay, Anna? Yes. Now let us move on to next topic, that is binomial expansion. Yes, it is important, Anna. Many times we will get in physics. Binomial expansion. See students, whenever you are having an equation which is in the form of x plus a whole power n, then how to write that equation, how to expand it. Okay, so you can expand that equation one minute. Yes, so we can expand this equation x plus a whole power n, we can expand it as x power n plus nc1 nc1 into a x power n minus 1. Yes, here a power 1 you can write, plus nc2 into a square x power n minus 2 plus nc3 into a cube x power n minus 3 plus and so on. Last term ncn into a power n into x power n minus n. N minus n is 0, x power 0 is 1 always. So you can write like this. Okay students, now in this expansion, what is this for example, if you take in this nth term ncr, for example rth term ncr, if you take before n one r term is also is there, then you can write a power r into x power n minus r plus and so on ncn into a power n you can write. Clear? Now what is ncr here? Ncr is nothing but n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. You need to remember this point now. Clear? ncr here, this ncr is nothing but n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Yes, what is this factorial? Factorial we will write like this, or sometimes we will write like this also, n factorial we will write like this students. Okay, just remember this one. We will write the factorial terms like this, means n factorial means we will write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3, like this we'll write, and so on n minus n we'll write. N minus n is 0. Okay, see one point here you need to remember, and so on. Okay, yes, see always 0 factorial is always 1. You need to remember this point. 0 factorial is not 0. 0 factorial is always 1, Nana. You need to remember this point. Clear? And next another point is, for example, if you want 2 factorial, so can you write, Nana? Here in the place of n you keep 2. 2 into 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 2, finished. 2 minus 3 you should not take. N minus n, up to n minus n you should take. Okay, yes, means it can be written as 2 into 2 minus 1 is 1 into 0 minus 0 is 0. So this you should not take. Yes, n into n minus 1 you should take up to here. Okay, yes. Okay, na? Are you getting, students? Okay, yes, means it is 2. If you want 3 factorial value, what you can write? 3 into 3 minus 1 into 3 minus 2. Up to here. Only you should write. Means it will be 3 into 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Means 3 2 is 6. 3 factorial value is 6. Like this. Or if you want 5 factorial value. 5 factorial value you can write 5 into 5 minus 4 into or 5 minus 1 into 5 minus 2 into 5 minus 3 into 5 minus 4 you can take. Okay. Yes. 5 minus 5 should not take last value. 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. Yes. So what you will get, the value is 5 4s are 20. 23s are 60. 62s are 120. Yes, 120. 5 factorial value is 120. That is the meaning of n factorial. Clear? Okay, means whenever you are having an expansion term x plus a whole power n, then you can write it in this manner: x power n into n factorial LC1. LC1, how can you write it? NC1 we can write like this. NC1 can be written as n factorial by 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial. Are you getting? As NCR is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, now? Clear? Yes. So, in this format I have written, means it can be written as n factorial by 1 factorial value is always 1. So, we can leave it n minus 1 factorial. And again, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial also. Okay, divided by n minus 1 factorial. Yes, this one gets cancelled, you will get n. Means simply remember always NC1 value is n only. Then what will be NC2, sir? NC2 is nothing but n factorial by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial. Yes, in this n factorial we can write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial. This n minus 2 factorial gets cancelled. What you are having? You are having n into n minus 1 by 2. Are you getting, students? Okay. Any doubt in that? Yeah, something she's asking. Yes, Naina, good. Good. Now, means in a similar way, what will be NC3, Nana? NC3 can be written as C, that one. N factor NC1 is n written. NC2 means n into n minus 1 by 2. NC3, sorry, here 2 factorial is 2 factorial. Okay, NC3 can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial. Prithvi Sagar, timetable we will give, no, wait. Still students are joining, that's why. Wait, no. See, NC3 can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial. In the same way, NC4 can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 divided by 4 factorial. Are you understanding? Here, so these all values, if you keep there, what you will get? The binomial expansion value you will get it as, see, you will get x power n into NC1 is n, a x power n minus 1 plus NC2 is n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, a square x power n minus 2 plus NC3 is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial a cube x power n minus 3 plus and so on. Like this terms will be there. Last term is NCN is, yes, what is NCN? See, NCN value what? N factorial by n factorial into n minus n factorial. Because NCR values, you know, NCR is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Clear? So NCN means in the place of r substitute n. Yes, n factorial is n factorial divided by again n factorial. N minus n is 0, 0 factorial. N factorial cancel. You will get 1 by 0 factorial. Just now I told you 0 factorial value is 1. Means 1 by 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. Means NCN is always 1. Remember that point. NCN value is always 1. Means in the place of this one, we can write 1. Okay, na? Clear? Yes. So it is a power n you will get. Now, see students, if a value is 1, here, if this a value is equal to 1, then you will get 1 plus x whole power n. Correct? Yes. It is important. You need to remember. It can be written as, where a is there you keep 1. Okay? Yes. It can be written as x power n. Okay? Clear? Yes. See this one, x power n, nc1 into a, x power n minus 1. So, if you take a value is 1, then you will get, what you will get? 1 plus nx, this one, n into x is nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus, means in the place of this, means for example, if you take 1 plus a whole power n, means in the place of x, if you take, means what I am saying, yes, here x only you take. Now, next term you will get n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial x power 3. Like this you will get. Higher terms you will get. Okay? Yes, friends. 1 plus x format. 1 plus x format, we will use like this. Means if you expand this binomial expansion, you will get this one. 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into x cube and so on. 4th term, 5th term, continuously we will get. Clear? Okay. Now, in this one, if we keep, for example, if x value is very less than 1, means x value is 0.001, 0.002, like that if it is there, then x square value still it will become less, and x3 value still it will become less. Means higher order, higher values of x square and x cube values, we can neglect them. If x value is very less than 1, then x square, x cube and so on, these all terms we can neglect. Okay? So if you neglect these all terms, you will get 1 plus x whole power n, you will get it as 1 plus nx. Okay? This format many times we will use in physics. You need to remember this one. Okay? 1 plus x whole power n. We will use this equation so many times. Okay? And for example, if we are having 1 plus x whole power minus m, then you will get it as 1 here, means power x is there, no? Here it is multiplied with x. Now if this minus n is there, if it multiply with x, you will get 1 minus nx. Clear? Or for example, if you are having 1 minus x whole power n, then also again 1 here minus is there, minus n into x, nx. You can write like this. Are you getting? Okay. Or for example, if you are having 1 minus x whole power minus n, then you can write it as 1 minus, here minus is there, that's why I have written minus of minus nx. Means you will get 1 minus of minus is plus, n into x is nx. Okay, these all formats you need to remember. This is only the main important formula that you need to remember in physics, to use in physics. Okay, remaining all that derivations, all that things I have given, no, that is not required. Got it? Okay, na? Clear? Means here n value can be anything.